From Vancouver, this is Where It's At, featuring all that's happening in pop music on Canada's West Coast. New groups, the latest news and information from around the world, and interviews with your favorite stars. So, for the next 30 minutes in Vancouver, this is Where It's At. Here's your host, Fred Latremoule.
Hello there. Welcome to Where It's At from Vancouver. I have with me one of my good friends and one of the top disc jockeys on the West Coast. You know, you never get a chance to see what disc jockeys look like on the radio, and you probably have a false impression. Here's a good-looking, handsome disc jockey by the name of Daryl B. Welcome to the show.
Good-looking, handsome?
Well, look at yourself. You're wonderful.
Oh.
How's the music scene as far as you're concerned right now?
It's busy, and there are a lot of good records out, Fred. A lot of them. Tremendous.
There's a twofold reason why I've got Daryl on the show today. One, he is a great disc jockey from the West Coast, and two, he is the manager of the NorthWest Company, who are our featured group on today's show. You'd like to claim them as your group?
The NorthWest who?
Company. They're your band.
My band?
All right, folks, let's get down to business. We're going to have a look at the top 10 right now. What is number 10? The Beatles and Hey Jude. Did you dig that?
Oh, a fantastic record, Fred. They have sold about 5 million with that already, and they have a new album coming out on December the 17th, I think, with 24 new cuts on it. Should be good.
It's a good sound. Hey Jude. Hold Me Tight is number 9 with Johnny Nash. Moving down the chart, Magic Carpet Ride, Over You, number 7.
Oh,
what about that?
I do not like that record, number 7.
It's a bummer. Daryl doesn't like that. Disc jockeys, don't like all the records they play. We're going to move on. Number 6 is Eleanor. Number 5 is All Along the Watchtower with Jimi Hendrix. 4, that is Fire. He's coming to town, right?
Arthur Brown will be here on November 23rd. He will be lowered to the stage by a crane.
Yes, well, all right. You mean the kind that bring babies?
No way.
Okay. We're going to move on now. Number 2 is White Room with the Crane 3. There you are, the Poppy Family, Beyond the Clouds. And number 1 is Mary Hopkin.
Mary Hopkin, little Mary Hopkin from Wales.
Here's that group you didn't know anything about. Your own group. You're just kidding us. The NorthWest Company. Daryl, who's your favorite group?
My favorite group?
Yeah.
The Beatles.
Favorite Canadian group?
Oh, my favorite Canadian group, Don Messer.
Okay, we got a brand new contest for you now. We're going to let you in on the rules and regulations. Here's how it works. You vote for your favorite artists, and here they are. The favorite male vocalist, the favorite female vocalist, the favorite group, as Daryl's just voted for, favorite Canadian group, and the favorite disc of yours for 1968. We're going to make it worth your while by giving you a pretty fantastic prize, which is top secret at the moment. And here's the way you mail your entries with your favorite artist. To where it's at, CBC TV, 1200 West Georgia Street, Vancouver 5, British Columbia. Terry David Mulligan was fortunate in bopping backstage and chatting with the Vanilla Fudge, and we got a great interview coming up with them. But first, we'd like to have the NorthWest Company do their latest hit, which is called Take Me for a Little While.
Recognition to any other group that I can put on you is when you do the falsetto. It comes out like the Rascals, and that's the only thing that.
Basically, I would say excuse me, I would say that's just the Rascals. That's any group that basically comes from New York. There's a special style of singing from New York, which I don't think the Rascals started, but it's been around so long. It's more or less like colored harmony, right? Colored vibrato and everything.
What's happened in New York over the last year and a half, the music scene-wise? Because nobody, like, people will stand up for a London sound and scream for a Los Angeles sound, but nothing comes out of New York that says, we are the New York sound.
Well, we came out of New York, and that's about it. I mean, as far as we're concerned, the groups in New York are still going around playing, just playing in clubs, because the people there are different. They don't want to hear, like, original material and everything. They're just starting to get into it now.
Like the West Coast is into music. In general, they're into dancing and that stuff.
They're into dancing and having a good time.
Can you still listen and have a good time?
Can we what?
Can an audience still listen
I
and have a
think
good time?
I think so.
Oh yeah, you have a crowd, people that...
Well,
but in general, there's so many people in New York that it's not as geared to music as it is known on the West Coast or England.
right. Well, now it's getting better because, the whole music scene is changing. There's a lot of concerts now. And now, like, the kids, they go to a lot of concerts, you know, like when Jimi Hendrix was in New York, or also the Cream, or the Doors, whoever's going to be there. The, you know, houses are usually packed, and the kids are usually receptive, and they usually sit down and you know, listen. But we're basically talking about the clubs now.
Right.
Like we're a group, like the groups that start from New York would, you know, do a circuit of clubs, and the whole circuit is different than on the West Coast. The West Coast, like, you know, they do mostly original tunes, and you know, do it their own way, and there's a lot of guitars and everything. In New York, it's completely different. They do a lot of, you know, like, Hold On, I'm Coming, and stuff like that.
Have you lost contact with all of the things that you wanted to keep on? Really, like families and back home and all of that?
Yeah, for, you know, like, you hardly see a family at all now. You know, like, it's, you come in like, yeah, we're on the road now, about 5-6 weeks. You know, we were home one day in between, and like, and during that day we had to go up for a business meeting in our lawyer's office, and you know, that took up the whole day. Then by the time we got back home, so we live out on Long Island, you know, the day that night was shot, and we had to get up the next day and leave for the tour again. You know? And like, this keeps going on, but now we're gonna relax, or not really relax. We're gonna rehearse, I think, 3-4 days a week, and go out on the weekends. Just in the midst of doing a new album.
I feel it in my toes. Love is all around me, and so the feeling grows. Sweeping on the window, it's everywhere I go.
What's the matter, Fred? I wanted to ask you fellas about that song. Love is all around. Do you feel that it's really one of, you know, your things? Do you really like to do that sort of song a lot?
Well, actually,
Right
Fred,
here on Canadian television?
I think the whole thing reeks, if you really want to know the truth.
Feel free to be frank.
Oh, okay, sure.
All right, well, why don't you do one of your own numbers? We'd like to hear
Say, that's a good idea. Okay.
Wow.
It's called It's Over. We'd like to do it for you right now.
the Northwest Company.
Where were you last night when I needed you? Why were you not with me? Were you untrue? Could you tell me this, I beg? I'll never ask again. It's if you want another guy, tell me and I'll leave. If the ground smashes beneath his feet, it won't be hard to achieve. Say the words and I'll live here now. Just don't ever ask me back. 'Cause it's over.
Daryl, the Northwest Company records, any coming?
They'll out in about 2 weeks called Can You Remember? And next month we'll be doing a recording session which will include this next selection.
Which is?
It's called Inside of You.
The Northwest Company.
Touches you do this line. In your mind I hope to find the nicer things, a better time, simplicity and beauty of your youth. And looking on I see you're gone from a childling of the stillborn dawn to innocence and a soul wide that is true. As time goes on, so we will grow. I'll tell you things you'd like to know, and I will warm beside the glow of you. Then I think that I could see the way you got inside of me, saved me from my hopeless fate, and showed me that it's not too late to enjoy this life.
Reminds me of one guy, Jimi Hendrix.
Funny you should say Jimi Hendrix, because Terry David Mulligan had a chance to chat with him during a show at the Coliseum.
Right, here it is.
The Jimi Hendrix Experience. I'm sure everybody knows him by now, but we'll run it down. Mitch Mitchell, Jimi Hendrix, Noel Redding. You have not been to Vancouver before, but you have been to Canada. Did you play Montreal or the coast at one time?
Yeah, we did. We played Montreal on this tour that we're on now. It's a really nice tour.
Did you?
What else did we play? Toronto too?
Yeah, right. Was just one night?
Yeah, nothing Ontario. So we did
Did
three
you notice
places.
that was anything different from the audiences you've been used to?
Not necessarily. There was more raving, like, you know. There's more on their toes than some audiences, you know. But that's because we probably haven't played there before.
Yeah. What about the music, though? Did they know the music? Did they seem to appreciate it?
Seems English to me, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's rather like going up, maybe goes to the depths of England up north. Like, you know, I haven't seen you before, maybe quite a while.
They said the music.
They were, as far as Canada's concerned, they were almost the last to pick up on your music. It seems they were almost hesitant to do it.
Probably because they didn't hear it. They was probably the last ones to hear it, probably. Canada's always the last. They don't get the records up here as quick as some people's certain types of records. Do they still have Dawson Annex School here?
Do they still have what?
Dawson School. Dawson Annex.
Yes. Yes.
Right, I used to go there.
The good old days.
You have relatives up here, do you not?
Yeah, they're all set.
Is there still a family thing going on?
What do you mean by that?
All right, okay.
What do you mean? You mean do I still have a family?
No, do you, I know you don't get back here often or comes back at all, but do you recognize most of these people from there?
Well, like, I know my family is like quite naturally. I just don't get a chance to see them until maybe we play here. You know, this is only the second time in about 8 years I've seen, you know, my dad and mother and sisters and so forth. And like my grandmother and her boyfriend and my cousins are out there now, you know. And I haven't seen them yet. They're out there. I'll see them later on tonight.
Does anything change when the family's in front of you? For any one of you?
I don't know. We've all done. We did a tour once in England, and we did a show in London, and we had the same thing. My parents came up, Mitch's parents came up, you know. And hello, Mum.
Sit down. Foxy, welcome, baby. Lady, he'll come, baby, coming to get you. Oh, Foxy. You make me feel like
as much as you'd like to possibly. But the current thing that's happening over there where they started a rock revival and then they did something else, do you find that it's starting to sway like your home base, the music that's coming out of there? Are they sort of uncertain as what they're doing over there? Because there's something definitely happening with underground music.
There's always something happening.
Yeah, there's always something happening, but I mean, underground music, you know, music's music. We don't know it's the same all over the world.
It's a strange way, so. Because like after the Beatles like took a back seat, you know, after they sat down for a while, and then it got really mixed up. Like, you know, there's different things coming up. They got the Traffic, and the Family, all these groups that you don't hear about all the time, you know. They're happening as far as music-wise, but as far as, you know, they're really stuck up on like ballads and you know, pop. They're all screwed up right now. So.
You can get a little straightened out?
Yeah, so as we get over there.
What are you going to do? You have another LP coming out?
Yeah, a double LP. It's finished, completely finished. It'll be out in about 10 days.
So that, yeah.
It's called Electric Lady now.
Electric Lady?
Yeah.
No, did you do anything? Sorry. Did you do anything on the LP that?
Teeny little song.
Did you get a chance to sing it?
Yeah.
Did you sing it?
Yeah, he has a song called Little Miss Strange. This is the beginning track on one of the sides. It's the fourth side of the LP. He has a beginning track on one of the sides. He has Mitch is singing the excuse me.
Is that a cold hay fever?
West is a change of climate.
Yeah.
Coming from was it Salt Lake all the way to Denver, and then to Los Angeles, and all this place, you know. But like him and Mitch are singing this English rock type thing. It's called Little Strange.
This revival in the blues and this mention I made.
This revival. I'm playing, you know, all I know. You know, I'm just playing the way I feel. If it sounds like blues, well then, you know, call it anything you want. But it's no revival, kid. Because why go back into the past, you know? Why go back there and drag out blue suede shoes? Just because it's supposed to be hip to revive rock, you know, which is a drag in the first place, because those people are in the, you know, they're not offering you anything this very instant, are they? There's so many musicians right now playing 20 times better than any Chuck Berry or any Fat Stone or anybody. I'm not putting these people down. I'm just saying that the music is better now, and people just don't even know it. It's right in their faces. They don't even know how to accept it because it's, you know, it's just so much better. And they have to have gimmicks and imagery to go by. If they don't have these things to go by, then they don't know nothing about music. That's the way some people think, which is a big fat drag sometimes.
Do you ever surprise yourself in some of the things you come up with when you play?
Yeah.
Do you find yourself in a completely different classics? Yeah. Do you find yourself playing things that you've written for a long time?
I don't even know, because I don't even think about what I'm actually playing or what I can play. I just want to listen to what Noel and Jimi are playing and just do that. Like, I hope they listen to me. Because actually, we never know what we're doing on stage, maybe until you might record it one night, listen to it, and then you might actually get some enjoyment from it. Maybe. You might think it's a big fat drag.
We've been together for about 2 solid years, and we've been playing Purple Haze, One Cries Mary, Hey Joe, Foxy Lady. We've been playing all these songs, which I really think are groovy songs, but we've been playing all these songs for 2 years. So quite naturally, we start improvising here and there, and there's other things we want to turn on to the people, you know. As long as they're aware that we're trying to be a music group, regardless of what we might look like, or, you know.
I'll be back in 1 minute to tell you about our next show.